these people that Nancy just told you about, all the family. So after church on Sunday, my father and mother would drop me off here at the cemetery with my grandmother, who was in those days probably 75 or 80 years old, and I would stay all afternoon, and she would tell me about all the people and all the stories of all the people who were already buried here. When I talked to my grandson this morning, I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to say. I'm kind of unprepared. He says, just tell him that all the people who put here, they stayed in place. They're the best mining people we have in Potter Valley. But as a small child, my part was this. While my grandmother talked. And sometimes on the rocks, it was hard to walk like that, and she'd take her cane and she'd say, now get off of there, you know, those kinds of things. I was very fortunate in my lifetime, and as many of you in Potter Valley know, I got to know a lot of the characters. And when you read and you hear about people who raised the big melons, I got to steal them as a kid. That was a big thing in those days. We didn't have cell phones, television, even phones, and as Jim Eddy was saying, his phone number was way different than mine. His had an F in front of it. Ours was just plain old 62 when you rang the bell. But we did spend a lot of time with each other, and we spent a lot of time with the old people. And they taught us things that our children today will never learn or never know. And it's a sad thing we've lost in the times of allowing those things to just fade away. So if you have an opportunity to spend time with young people, think about the wonderful cemetery, the day you've had today. It's a great place to be. And if you want me to lead the parade of walking on those...
I think while Barbara's here, but David was born in 25. He was about the same age I was when my dad passed away. And so they, at a few days after, my grandfather showed up at the house and gave him a check for $1,000 from the Foresters' Widow and Orphans Fund. And Potter could do that. And the other thing that was unique, the old Potter Valley store that we finally had to close, but when it was original, it was ran by Irvin and Muir, which
tenderly Jesus is calling, calling for you and for me. See on the portal, he's waiting and watching, watching for you and for me. Come home, come home. You are weary, come home.
Hold on to your horses, Olga. Lois Bivens wants you.
Yes? Sorry to bother you, Miss Smaller. It's just that Elvin, I think we recognize Jessie Ferber over there, but we can't be sure.
Oh, yes, that's Jessie. I taught her children. Of course, in my 42 years at Potter Valley Schools, I taught almost everyone's children. Yes, that's Jessie.
Jessie Ferber, welcome. Hey there, Jessie.
Hey, hi, Jessie. Good to see you.
Oh, hello, everybody. How well you are looking.
That's quite a compliment, considering I've been dead for over 100 years.
How do you feel, Jessie?
Oh, Mrs. Pickle, hello. Well, I feel good. Actually, just a little strange. I have this sensation that I'm sprouting roots and growing into the ground.
The sun has gone down on my town, on my